Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dread Time Stories. I'm your host, Dr. Phobia, and tonight, our story comes from the literary series Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. So sit back, relax, and enjoy The White Satin Evening Gown. A young man invited a young woman to a formal dance, but she was very poor, so she could not afford an evening gown needed for such an occasion. "Maybe you can rent a dress," her mother said. So she went to a pawn shop not far from where she lived, where she found a white satin evening gown in her size. She looked lovely in it, and she was able to rent it for very little. When she arrived at the dance with her friends, she was so attractive everyone wanted to meet her. She danced again and again and was having a wonderful time. But then she began to feel dizzy and faint. She asked her friend to take her home. "I think I've danced too much," she told him. When she got home, she lay down on her bed. The next morning, her mother found that her daughter had died. The doctor did not understand what caused her death, so he had the coroner perform an autopsy. The coroner found that she had been poisoned by embalming fluid. It had stopped her blood from flowing. There were traces of the fluid on the dress. He decided that it entered her skin while she perspirated while dancing. The pawnbroker said he had bought the dress from an undertaker's helper. It had been used for a funeral for another young woman, and the helper had stolen it just before she was buried. That was The White Satin Evening Gown. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for listening. Like I always say in closing, check under your bed, look in your closet, and sleep with the light on. The life you save may very well be your own. Good night, everyone.